Gamajoba from Gori, the birthplace of Joseph Stalin, the 7th biggest city in Georgia. Just touched down. There's a museum and a 3,000-year-old cave town to explore. So yeah, Gori. Let's check it out. So I was actually warned by a Georgian friend about coming to Gori. Said the locals can be a bit aggressive. It's understandable. Not very far away from South Ossetia, which is a breakaway region that the Russians support. So yeah, things are still quite tense about that situation. There's the fort, Gori Fort. It's a pretty hot day for climbing, but you know me, Georgian flag flying high. Let's check out the fort. Look, these old houses in the old town. Peaceful little streets. Fort in the background, rolling hills in the front. Winning. There's the Gori Fortress, originally built in the 13th century. Seen a lot of battles, conquests, Persians, Ottomans, fight backs by the Georgians, and of course this area prone to earthquakes, so earthquakes have damaged it. It's been rebuilt, but yeah, apparently the original fortifications, there were signs that it was there before Christ, so looking at a good couple of thousand years that the first structure was put up. We've got some old ruins here. The region of South Ossetia is very close to here, and apparently the Russians, they keep trying to move the border further and further into Georgian territory. Saw a lot of troops already today moving around. You know, things could kick off any minute. I seem to have a bit of a knack for coming to places that could erupt any second. It keeps happening to me. That's where you got thrown when you had too much cha-cha. Get in there. Leave him in there for several hours. He sorts himself out. So Ioseb Jughashvili, that was his Georgian name, aka Joseph Stalin, was born here in this town. A man who is responsible for so much death and oppression, yet in this town he's seen in a different light by some people. Some people see him as ending fascism. So regardless of the millions that were sent to the gulags or whatever, they kind of, not idolize him, but you know, he came from Gori. He's a Gori boy. And yeah, regardless of what everyone else thinks, some people here, they seem to think of him as, you know, Gori's son. So be interested to chat with some locals and see what their opinions are. There's the fort. Also be interested to check out his actual house, where he was born. Never thought I'd say I'd bury her. I'm in Stalin's hometown. Okay, what are you doing there? Just having a bit of a look around, ain't I? Right, okay. Memorial to all the Georgians who have lost their lives over the years in the different battles, whether it be against the Russians Persians, Ottomans. This is an ode to them. Now this fortress's design is pretty unique because, as you can see, it kind of like cascades down, and it used to cascade down to a river over there, and they had a tunnel, so they had access to water. That the river has receded, and that's old news, but it's a pretty unique design. Interesting the way it cascades down. Not quite sure what this statue celebrates or commemorates. You can see the Georgian scriptures pretty fascinating. Beautiful. What is your feelings about Stalin?
I know, I don't like him. Old people just like him, but new generation don't like him very much. People are saying that he's doing bad things. People are saying that he sold Georgia to Russian people. He was caring about Russia more.
He was more concerned about the Soviet rather than being Georgian.
Yeah, he forgot Georgian brothers.
Yeah. He forgot where he was born.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is why people don't like him very much.
I understand that, brother. Thank you very much. Marloba. This is Gigi from Gori City, and we're drinking a lot of Lowenbräu.
Gigi's your friends.
Yes, Gigi, Georgian and English solidarity. It's bigger than my head.
Yeah.
Right, so this is the Georgian cutletti. This is what a Georgian meal looks like. We got the salad, Georgian bread, cutletti, the potatoes, dolma. And this is dolma. Different to the Armenian dolma. The Armenian dolma is a small.
Kapusta and meat.
Okay, this is the Georgian dolma that we're about to get into. Georgia is the home of wine. Forget France, forget all that. Georgia is the real home of wine, and this is Gigi's homebrew. How long to make this, Gigi?
Your free wine, 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a 3-year-old homemade Georgian wine. I'm going to give you the taste test. Cheers, brother.
Cheers, brother.
Okay. Gigi's wine. Easy to drink. Not like it's.
Your red wine, your Georgian, your. Oh.
So yeah, it's pretty one-sided. There's no real mention of like gulags and how he crushed dissent. There's no mention of that whatsoever. Just his triumphs and achievements. Pretty interesting for a Sunday afternoon. Let's go and have a look at Stalin's house now, and his train carriage. It's a pretty nice building. There's the man himself. Never thought I'd be able to say that. What did you do on your Sunday afternoon? Oh, I was in Stalin's train carriage. Right, okay. Where are you? Stalin's train carriage. Got a bath in it. I like to think that Stalin might have taken a dump right there. Okay.
This is original, so it's no original. English.
That's okay.
No original. Original, yes, museum.
Okay.
Iranski.
So-
First office.
The carpet not original.
No.
No. Okay. Table and
Yeah. The radio передатчик. Коммуникации.
original.
Yes.
Okay.
It's so original. Stalin's
Ah.
personal. Нормальный вагон 54 тонн. Нормал. Это 83 тонн.
Because protection.
Bullet. Yes.
Ah, okay.
Сейчас bullet. No. What?
This one is
Original. Yeah.
bulletproof.
Bullet.
Ah, okay. Okay. Can I sit?
Сейчас?
No.
What?
Interesting.
Video.
Oh, camera.
როგორ გავაკეთე მითხარი? როგორ გავა? არა, ხო, ეს როგორ გავაკეთე?
It's just filming. Just hold.
პეტერაფერი. Right.
Okay. So I'm allowed to sit in Stalin's chair quickly. Sitting in Stalin's chair. I'd have sat in Stalin's chair. It's not every day that you get to say I've sat in Stalin's chair. The home of Joseph Stalin. From England. Thank you. Oh wow, Madlabat. Stalin's home.
So original.
The bed is original.
Это no original.
Okay.
No, that's original.
Okay. Before the house
A house up
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, Stalin mother, father, no house. This arenda was. Arenda.
Okay, renting.
Stalin, two mother, father, two brother, Mikhail, Georgi. Mikhail, Georgi died.
Okay.
One son, Stalin.
Okay.
Потом сваган гадал.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So we're on the way to Uplistsikhe, caves.
Uplistsikhe.
Uplistsikhe. We've got Michał representing Krakow in the background. Taxi driver, what is your name? Taxi driver? Your name? Your name?
Timur.
Timur. Timur. Okay, nice to meet you. "3,000-year-old cave complex. Originally a pagan place of worship, predates Christianity. Later on it became a base for Georgians who were fleeing Tbilisi when the Muslim conquest of Tbilisi took place. So it's got a lot of history, and it's 3,000 years old. So it was a major cultural, religious and political centre back in the day, thousands of years ago. You got all kinds of like drainage channels that they dug. This is the inner city. Mad to imagine it, just like bustling, people trading and passing through on the Silk Route.
Place got over 1,000 years.
3,000 years old. 3,000, yeah. Like 1,000 years before Christ. And apparently it was some kind of like pagan gods, the sun god that they worshipped. That's the Cha-Cha pit. So as mentioned, when the Muslims took over Tbilisi, the Georgians regrouped here in Uplistsikhe, and yeah, this became their base until they retook Tbilisi from the Muslims. So Georgia being the home of wine, of course it would come with a wine cellar to keep your vino nice and chilled. It's a good place for it. 10th century church. This is the Hall of Queen Tamar. It's a pretty nice hall as far as halls go, right next to the wine cellar. Queen Tamar, who's actually known as King Tamar. because of how strong she was and powerful. Even though she was a female, she was referred to as King Tamar. Another little fun fact there for you, hot pickers. That wraps up another episode of Vlogshite from the city of Gori, Stalin's home place and the home of Uplistsikhe, the ancient cave town, 3,000-year-old cave city. So you got to check Georgia out, people. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on. See you next time. Timo can write his number and drive at the same time. Skills. Put your seatbelt on. Okay, got it.